Tony Blair, he's had a change of heart, hasn't he? One minute he is lying to the public, next he's trying to undermine the very democracy that generations in this country have spent years trying to create.
It's people like you that give me hope for our country and for our democracy, so thank you. Okay, going to go straight into it. I want to be explicit. Yes, the British people voted to leave Europe, and I agree the will of the people should prevail.
Tony Blair, we all know now, has come out and said Brexit is not inevitable, as he urged millions of Britons worried about leaving to fight to stop it. Now I say, as I have said countless amount of times, whether we like the result or not, it was something that was voted on. The decision was made by the public, and the public spoke, certainly a majority of them, in leaving. That is our democracy. It even went to court and has since been voted by Parliament that Article 50 is now to be invoked. But is he really passionate about Brexit or Remain, or is he just trying to appeal to the millions that voted Remain? Now don't forget, during the Corbyn revolt, he went as far to say he would come back as Labour leader. Now we all know to what degree Blair lied over the Iraq war. Now I don't actually think he was entirely to blame. He was to blame slightly, I guess, but Bush played a major part as well, as did several other MPs. But it was Blair that came out as a liar. So can he be trusted as to his sincere motives on trying to get the people to rise up against Brexit? Blair, according to Alistair Campbell, his aide at the time, and published in his diaries, discussed 3 years before he stepped down a job in the European Union as president. Now many people have said the European Union would rather us stay in. So bear in mind then the membership fee. Yes, we do get a few perks, but the membership fee can't be ignored. So is Blair in fact trying to create a good impression in the hope he would now be considered? But what else has he said about people rising up against Brexit? Now you may already have seen this. If you haven't, let me know what you think in the comments below.
It is no coincidence that the infamous immigration poster of Leave was a picture of Mr. Farage in front of a line of Syrian refugees.
Yeah, see, he is insinuating that Farage used propaganda to get what he wanted. Kettle, black and pot are 3 words that spring to mind for me. He also says this.
The entire focus of the government is on one issue, Brexit. This is a government for Brexit, of Brexit, and dominated by Brexit. It is a mono-purpose political entity. And nothing else, therefore, truly matters. Not the NHS, now in its most severe crisis since its creation.
Now I agree, maybe the government is focusing on just one thing, but wasn't this the case with Blair himself when he was trying, I would say, desperately to get in the pocket of George Bush? And didn't he, Blair himself, focus on just the Iraq war when he was trying to get that accepted by the public? He even, I say again, lied about it and even gave a speech apologising for lying. Not apologising for going to war, but for misleading the public. In my opinion, that's a massive contradiction in itself. Most importantly, he is advising people to rise up against Brexit, yes, which could suggest rising up against the government. Isn't that illegal? The Tories are, or even have, a legislation to restrict protest. Tony Blair then went on to criticise people, stating that the ECJ stopped the UK from being a truly independent country. Remember what I pointed out in this video, that the ECJ interrupted and prolonged the deportation of Abu Hamza even after it went to our own Supreme Court, which then the ECJ overruled. Again, Tony Blair went on to say, I can honestly say that during all my time as PM, there was no major domestic law that I wanted to pass which Europe told me I couldn't. Now this isn't a law, but NATO did say to him no less than 10 times not to go to war in Iraq. But he did. So I think if Europe did say no, he would have been relentless. Tony Blair is a major speaker, as I have said before, for a company called the Carlyle Group. It is a defence company that makes profit from war. Some major shareholders are members of the Bush family and, believe it or not, the Bin Laden family. There are a couple of other names that are investors, but I'm not going to mention them at the moment. I'll let you find that one out for yourself. Tony Blair is on the verge, I think, of starting a new party. A party with an agenda that far outweighs the agenda of the party that governs us now. I may well be wrong, but that's what I think. Since his speech on lying about the Iraq war, I don't think he has been kind of really out there. I also think since saying he would even step in as Labour leader after the Corbyn mutiny, someone somewhere has picked up on it. And now he has come out all guns blazing, appealing to a few million people that may have voted Remain. The question you should be asking is, what? Why has he come out now like this? Something smells, and it smells very bad. Should we take to the streets and protest against Brexit? How many of us do this just because a few of us don't like the result? Do we become a topsy-turvy country that from the outside to other nations, we don't actually know what we want or what we're doing? Or do we remain a strong country that stands firm in a democratic, decisive society? United in what the majority of us actually want. Because united, we really can have a better society and a better political system. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, click the thumbs up. What do you think Tony Blair is up to? Is he now for the people? Let us know in the comments below. Click subscribe and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.